Have you always had a different way of thinking? Always felt like the outcast in your family? Relationships were always awkward and weird, or you attracted narcissists? Your jobs, somebody at your job always made your life hard? You might be a generational curse breaker. And if you think you are, or you might be, or you're questioning it, this video is for you. Let's get into it. What's up, generational curse breakers? This is gonna be a deep one because I don't think many people talk about what it's like to be a generational curse breaker and to um, go against the grain of what your family believes and what your family has taught, and how hard it is, how lonely it is, and how misunderstood you'll be in this life if you take on that role and really embody it and live through it. I'm just going to give a few things on my experience and just try to encourage somebody to stand strong in that walk because it's not easy. Generational curse breakers are like a black sheep of the family. Um, People always misunderstand you, even down to your parents, to your siblings, to your cousins, to your aunts and uncles. That's everybody in the family, but nobody understands what your role is. And I always say that this is how I'll describe a generational curse breaker, a family that has really lost their way, gives birth and births a person that tries to get the family back on track. That's what I would say. It's something that's spiritual. It's something that happens in, the heavens and by God that tries to bring a family back to the remembering of what true unconditional love really is. And it's been so embedded in a family that things are rough, things are hard, this is the way things are. And that generational curse breaker comes to say, it doesn't have to be. We don't have to live this way. We can love each other. We can truly be honest and real with each other and have honest conversations and still love on each other. The grain for a generational curse breaker is family is often used to chaos, and that chaos is comfort. And you will not be a favorite. You will not be praised for the truth that you bring. And that is another strong characteristic of a generational curse breaker is it's an immense desire to tell the truth. And oftentimes in families where a generational curse breaker is born, truth is not what it is. It's do whatever you can to keep the family outwardly looking like it's functioning properly to the world, but behind closed doors, there's extreme dysfunction and chaos and pain and hurt and trauma that nobody has the courage to face. And the generational curse breaker is tired. They don't want to continue that lineage. They don't want their children to experience the things that their parents experienced or the things that they went through. And to step in that role, I consider it to be something extremely divine because the strength that I had as being a generational curse breaker was insurmountable. I can't even describe how I've been so strong within me going against the grain of my family, other than it being something supernatural from God. And I stand proud in that. I stand proud in that role. Um, and I give kudos and I give flowers to other generational curse breakers because you can feel like you're alone in this world, but you absolutely not. You came here with a mission. You came here with a job. You came here with the knowing that it was going to be difficult, that you were going to face some opposition, that you were going to face some cruelty, some downright degrading behavior, and you were okay with that, and you still said yes to the mission, and you still said I want to do it, and you still said I want to help this lineage be better, I want to help this family get back to the idealisms of love, and regardless of if I'm excluded, they'll start to understand it in some way or form. And to me, that's the most beautiful part. And for the longest time, I'm gonna give you some things that are very glaring if you're a generational curse breaker. I didn't feel like I was a part of my family. I didn't feel like I belonged with them. I always felt different. I always felt like something is just not connecting for me. And I tried and I tried and I wanted to show up and I wanted to do the things that I felt normal families do, and how normal daughters, sisters, nieces, cousins showed up. But there was always just an extreme disconnect. And I started to kind of fall into that, like, I don't, it's just not, something's just not connecting. I don't feel the love. I don't feel the understanding. Um, I don't feel like I'm a part, like I feel different. And I started to be okay with that. And I started to say, that's okay. That's fine. And you separate yourself and you become so sound in knowing that, man, I'm on a mission here. Like, I'm here to do something big. I'm here to help this family. I'm here to make them understand that no matter what you do, I'm not changing. No matter what you believe in, I'm going to be the same. No matter what you do, I know that I am a person of love. And I know that I'm here to show you guys, like, I love you, even if it has to be from a distance. And even if you guys start to love on each other more in a more understanding way, I did my job. Um, so generational curse breakers have an interesting life. I feel like it starts off with a very hard family, a very hard childhood. Um, and sometimes we use the word chosen. In life, you go out and you have extreme opposition. Um, you lose jobs, you lose friends easily, like you're extremely misunderstood, until you understand what your mission is, until you understand why you came here. And I feel like oftentimes generational curse breakers are people who have deeper missions in the world as well. You are here to not just remind your family that what love and what unconditional love is, but you're here to be a walking embodiment of the light of the Most High, to show this world is about love. I'm here for love. I'm here to exude that and nothing else. And I feel like on the outside of what a generation, I'm so excited. I feel like on the outside of what a generational curse breaker and what a chosen person has is every person trying to deter you from that mission. So it's almost like you're like the Matrix and Neo, like where you have a lot of like NPCs and demonic entities and spirits, and people may not even necessarily be a demonic person, but when you enter the room with the light that you have, there's this thing that wants to shut down or turn off that light. And the very minute you get to the point where absolutely no one can turn off that light, is the beginning of you understanding your mission and the beginning of you being able to enjoy and look at life through a different lens. It's difficult to get to this point, but I'm here to encourage somebody. If you've had a hard childhood, if you've experienced extreme opposition in your life, if you are misunderstood by almost everybody, if people look at you and stare at you weird, if you have a very interesting and beautiful connection with babies and animals, if you um if almost everything came to break you and you still are happy and have an internal sense of love and kindness, this is for you. Like, absolutely nothing that has happened to me will ever change my heart. It is like the gratitude and the thankfulness that I have to whoever I am in the spiritual world and whatever God feels I am so grateful because nothing will change my heart. And I am here to complete the mission. I don't care if it's tough. I don't care if it's hard. I don't care who opposes me. I will always be a person of love. I will always exude kindness. And it is so much more intense now that I understand who I am. Even when I was younger and I was experiencing pain and people treated me crazy or rude or mean or cruel, I still had this love. But now I understand that people can only meet you as far as they have met themselves. And I have so much love and compassion for that. And it's a thing where I feel I have like this a very interesting way of looking at things. Like if I meet somebody now and they treat me crazy, it's like I'm so sorry for whoever did whatever they did to you that made you think I should be the person that receives the debt that they have imposed upon you, because I know that that's not for me. And it is so intense and it is so real. It is I have compassion and love for every single soul. And I pray that everybody gets to a place where they want to be of love. They want to love people. They want to be what we're here as human beings to be, and have this love to feel, to have kindness, and to have the most beautiful experience as human beings as we possibly can, so that we can evolve our souls to, I say, essentially be angels. But that's for a generational curse breaker. I'm here to encourage you. Everything's going to be okay. Those lonely times is just a time of pruning so that you can understand who you are and who you came here to be. And let's get to the mission. We are all here together. You are not alone. There are so many of us. And if we come here to do our job, I promise you this earth is going to be booming with love. And I just cannot wait to see that day. I love y'all so, so much. And yeah, go out there and give out love as much as you possibly can, because we all deserve it. So much love.